You mentioned one of your guitar players. You've got three new members, and I mean, actually, you've got one new player, but you've got what is the process of finding a new Buzzcock?
Well, that's what I thought. I thought, fuck, how can we replace Pete Shelley or, or find somebody else as disturbed and misunderstood as we are
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. But thing was, I thought I'm going to have to audition around 4 or 5 guitar players at least. I'm going to, you can get a great guitar player, but it can be a pain in the ass, and you've got to trouble on planes and think, as a person. There's all kinds of things that make up the chemistry. It's not just the music. So, but I simply phoned a guy down the road. I said, I'm looking for a guitar player. My first call, and he said, I know the guy, and the guy actually lives down the road from me. So it just works out perfect. I can't believe it. I thought I'd have to go for a lot. Having said that, he's not on this album. I mean, because we had to sort of turn it around quick at the time, and it was kind of like, I know how the Buzzcock's guitar rhythms go and the riffs go, And I had 14 songs, and I thought, I can't be bothered learning them because he's only going to be playing what I'm playing, because I don't know what riffs I'm going to in the studio. The exciting thing for me is I come up with a lot of the riffs, the spontaneity, the spur of the moment, It's kind of like getting in bed with a woman for the first time. You get that apprehension and that, ooh, and you kind of get that going, fuck, I'll try this riff, and you might have to roll the tape 3 times, but by the 3rd time, I've got it. That's the riff, and suddenly it's there, So there's that excitement. When I couldn't teach anybody that, so. The bass player and drummer came in for 2 days, banged the rhythm tracks, and I didn't see him for months. And in between the gigs, I just went and did the guitars and the vocals, So they were done in 2 days, and they were doing other things. So it's like, okay, leave it to me, I'll sort it out. And we also had 2 producers who couldn't make it for one reason or the other. So the manager said, why don't you produce it, Steve, with Lawrence, the guy that owns the studio? So I did, and we've got now a great producing combo, me and him, That all happened by mistake, but that actually works out a lot better because I don't have to interpret, go through a producer, go, I want this, and he's telling the engineer that,
Mm-hmm.
I can just go with Loz now, look, it's this, and then I'm going to do that. And so it's a bit more spontaneity about it, and a bit more natural. So, but having that, I've been in studios for years, and I produced a lot of my solo albums. So that was another interesting thing about this album, in that way, because we kind of got a sort of new production sound, if you see what I mean, for the Buzzcocks on this. Yeah.
Are these the guys that are they going to tour with you? So you
Oh yeah, no, those guys will be going on tour. It's just that you just needed the drum track and the bass track. It's like, they can go and do their other things, what they're doing, messing about with garage band or whatever they do. But it was like, I'll do the guitars now and I'll do the vocals. So that's how it worked out, But it works out really well,